Hello, it's me. I'm still alive. Kinda. Yeah, we're gonna play Astroneer. It'll be great. I just realized I forgot to set up my stream properly, so let me fix it real quick. Cool. Ignore this black screen. There we go. What a day. It's you know, it's Saturday, so it should be a chill, nice day. But yeah, I'm exhausted. It's been a rough week. Let's play. I'll tell you guys all about it. We're gonna play hard mode again. We're gonna try really hard not to die. But we'll see. I don't remember where we were last time, what we were doing or anything. I think I went down to get laterite, but I don't remember what for. Oh, my mouse is all weird. Okay, there we go. Fixed it. Let's look at our... Oh, over here, our quests. The things that we're supposed to be completing. I swear I start streaming and my dog's like, I'm gonna throw bones down the stairs. You think I can do another one? I think it only allows me to do 3. Yeah. Oh well. Okay, gather spherulite. We can do that. I'm not gonna print a packager. Don't we already have... We have this, so we should be able to print a packager. I don't remember if I've unlocked it yet. No. Okay, let's unlock it. We'll print that. Beep boop. Nice. Oh, cool, a shredder. Shredder. That's what I needed. Let's see. Okay, let's start with those. Getting stuck on that. Nope, wrong button. Put this here. Okay, what else did I need for that quest? I forgot already. Power cells. Okay. Let's do this. I want to collect some stuff in the tunnel. So let's focus on that for now. We will go in this hole we made. I want to try to get some research items and carry them up. I want to see if I can find... Wait, isn't this spherulite? Wasn't that one of my quests? Yeah, it is. Okay. Nice. Okay, onwards. Let's find some more. Let's do a quick run over here, see if there's anything good. I think I could still fit one on the front. Yeah. Okay, so this tunnel goes further down. Okay. I was trying to remember what I did last time. Could not remember for the life of me. Okay, so let's back it up. Real pro at backing it up. Nice, nice, nice. Nice. Cool moves. Okay. Let's see. Too fast, too fast. Okay, what do we got around here? I'm not seeing any, like, clear research items. Oh, there's one. I did it! Okay, now how do we get back up? Nope, fell off the side. Fuck. Okay, let's do this in a logical way. Nice. U-turn area complete. Okay, so hopefully I can research some more stuff and then I'll have points to actually be able to unlock stuff. Then maybe we won't die. Okay, let's get back up to the top. Probably should have collected some, like, laterite while I was down there or something, but I didn't think about it. Oh well. Okay, let's put that away. Let's put that there. Let's put this back here before I forget. Okay, we're researching. Okay, let's put this over here somewhere. Okay, I think this should be good. Wrong button, all the wrong buttons. Hello? Did it. Okay. I think here should be fine. Hope I didn't put it backwards. I didn't. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Nice. Okay, I thought I had feathers on me. But I didn't. That over there. I don't like the noises that the script makes. Sometimes it like gets stuck in falling and it sounds awful. I don't know. It like does this weird sound thing. Okay. Let's see. Oops. Okay. Stop. Okay, and then I'm going to... let's see, I'm gonna put one of these. Nope, one of these. Hello? Grab it. Ugh, I don't have any backpack space. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Now it's flipped over so it's harder to pick up. Nice, nice, nice. Let's just toss it over there. Toss this over here. Oh, hello. Thank you for the follow. I don't remember what I need to do to get this thing active. Oh well. We will do some other stuff for now. Let's get a table together for our shredder. Gotta drop some of my inventory though. Just toss that over there. Okay. I believe there's resin this way. There's resin there too. I'll just take that resin. I think I need like what, like 4 maybe? Okay. Let's wait for that to print. Our research is almost done, so we could put another one on. Okay, let's sit here and wait for it for a minute. Ugh, I don't want to forget what I'm doing again, because, you know, potato brain be jumping all over the place. Well, I could tell you guys about how I got laid off. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much, like, par for the course right now. The tech industry is, like, collapsing upon itself. I mean, the problem is COVID caused this, like, big bubble, this, like, boom of tech jobs, where companies were like, oh, shit, man, like, we need more tech people, like... They just jumped on it, you know, like they wanted to experience growth as quickly as possible. The problem is they didn't take into consideration the repercussions of that growth not being a long-term sustainable thing. And so we're left with sort of this shitty situation of ignore my dog in the background throwing her bone on the floor. She's like the worst. I swear she sees me streaming and she's like, get the most hard toy ever and I'm gonna throw it down the stairs. But anyways, but so the tech industry had this big boom where they grew too big too quickly. COVID really opened up the doors to tech, and companies really had a lot of advancement during that period, which is good, but the problem is just how it was handled. I don't know. It's hard because I can't completely blame companies. Like, I understand the reasoning for why it's collapsing now, but it doesn't make it any better. It still sucks for all the people involved. Because essentially the companies were so focused on profit that they were like, if we hire more people, we'll have additional profit. And we're basically being opportunists with COVID and this whole work from home boom, because you got to work from home, so you need the technology to be able to support you working from home. So technology sort of exploded. Companies really jumped off. People were setting up their own big computer stations at home because they had to work from home. They had no choice. And so because of that, like, companies that sell computer parts, companies that sell software, companies that sell fucking remote, like, connectivity things, the internet companies, like, all of those exploded in a big productivity spike, I guess you could say, where there was a huge demand for what was available, or a huge demand for what wasn't necessarily available. And so in order to fill that demand, they had no choice but to do like a big hiring thing. And so like that big hiring thing is good because it meant that a lot of tech industry people ended up like having free range to decide what they wanted to do. It was basically like a completely open opportunity for them to choose a job. And these companies were paying bank for anyone who had the knowledge and the skill to do what was needed, which is great. It means that they had, an actual living wage and that they were being paid for their skill versus being paid, based on like, here's the minimum wage. And so like it was good for a long while it lasted, and that's kind of how the cookie crumbles is things are not always long-term solutions. It's not always super straightforward and logical in how the world functions. And so these companies really, really grew way too fast. And they hired way too many people. And like I said, for a time, it was sustainable because they were getting this big influx of clients. They were getting a big influx of purchases. But it's no longer sustainable. People are moving back into the office for one thing. But in addition to that, like, people are back into a troublesome situation of where, they're starting to pay their student loans again. So they're not using that money on personal gain or like personal purchases. They're focused on, keeping themselves alive again. Whereas during COVID, there was a lot of support for people who were suffering and having difficulty, and that support and stuff is gone now. So it's like, those people don't necessarily have the same options that they had previously to kind of help them through the suffering that they were going through. And so the economy is sort of like, again, suffering from that because there's not that buffer helping them sort of get by, giving them the means to be able to spend money, to be able to, keep themselves alive. That's all sort of gone again. And so it's hard because like the tech industry is it's falling apart for a logical reason. Like, it's not unwarranted that it's falling apart. Like, it makes complete sense of why it's happening, but it doesn't make it better. It still really, really sucks for anyone involved in tech. And it really sucks for, like, you know, just overall livelihood. Again, we're getting to the point where people can't afford to do anything outside of, you know, their standard survival methods. Like, they can't go out and have dinner. They can't go out and, you know, purchase a new game because they just want it, you know. They have to live based on their means and what they have available, and right now they don't have a lot. So it's kind of like this negative cycle of, like, you know, they get a tech job, they get really excited, they're able to spend more money because they have money. The tech company ends up, you know, using that to their full advantage. The person who is hired then ends up getting laid off because the tech company realizes that it's not sustainable and that they can't do it long term. And then the person no longer has money to spend, and then the tech industry has even less money to pay people, and it's just like a never-ending cycle. It's sad in a way, but also like very frustrating. I don't know, it's hard because I can't completely be like, oh, companies are shit, it's all their fault. Because, like, it's not completely their fault. Like, it's just kind of how the world works. Not that it's great. Like, it's still stupid and shitty. But, like, that's kind of how it works. The frustrating part is that, like, these companies didn't plan for the inevitability of them needing to deal with this. You know, their mindset was strictly profits at the time. And they didn't look at the long term, you know? They were just focusing on what they had in their hands. And that really sucks, because it means that they did not utilize the money that was coming in necessarily the best way, in my opinion. They weren't saving it for future use, or like you know, like a standard adult thing is like you put your money in the bank and then you expect it to gain interest and stuff. You try to utilize it in the best way possible to extend its usability and functionality, I guess you could say, as much as you can, where you can. But these companies were so focused on this like increasing of their size and expansion that they completely disregarded that portion of having money and having people rely on you. It's really frustrating because I think I've complained about this before, the concept of family companies. You know, years back, I don't know, 20, 30 years ago, it was a thing where companies were very much more familial, in that their employees mattered to them. They saw them as people who needed their help, and they wanted to support them as people. It wasn't necessarily on the basis of, what am I going to gain from this? It was, these are people that I care about, and I want to make sure that I can continue to not only provide for them by having a job for them, but that I can help them along the way with their career and advancement. That's not a fucking thing anymore. Like, it's just not. Like, there's no beating around the bush. It's not a thing anymore. It sucks that it's not a thing anymore, but there's nothing that we can necessarily do to change it, because the companies are the ones who have the control over that and the power in that. But they still try to act like it's something that they care about or that they're taking into consideration by, like, referring to themselves as, like, family companies. They do that thing where they're like, we care about our employees. But then, you know, look at Discord, look at Twitch, laying off hundreds of people. And why, you know? It's a question of, is it poor money management on their side? Like, these people didn't do anything wrong. And then is it a question of the actual stability of the market? It's hard to say. I don't know. I'm not some tech bro, so I don't, like, have all the answers, obviously. I'm just a person living every day. But, like, it's difficult to look at these giant companies with managers that get paid a shit ton, and they lay off all these lower level people who are basically the foundation of these companies, the ones who are essentially keeping it afloat. They keep upper management who's getting paid, 12 times those lower income employees. And what's that upper management there for? What are they doing? Yeah, they're there to manage employees, but like, if you got no employees left because you laid them off, then what the fuck are they there for? So it's difficult. I don't know. I have really conflicting feelings because I'm definitely the kind of person who tries to see everything from every perspective. So like, I do understand to some degree why companies, wanted to advance so quickly over COVID, and why they expanded so quickly. Like the want was there. I was already over here, wasn't I? Big dome. It's just, I don't think they took sustainability into consideration. I don't think they cared about what would happen to their employees after this bubble popped. I think that in their minds, all they cared about was the current climate of the job. And they were short-sighted. And I think that short-sightedness has led to this problem. I think that, you, as a company, your job is to manage your finances and to ensure that your employees are taken care of and that your business is taken care of. It's difficult because nowadays there's definitely an unbalancedness to those two things, when it used to be that they both mattered the same amount. Now it's that, the sustainability of the business is like top priority, while employees are disposable, they're replaceable. They're not treated as people, they're treated almost as like knowledgeable cattle. They're not necessarily cared about in the way that it was in the past. They're not, like I said, they're not people. They're intellectual property. They're resources. And so it sucks. It really, really sucks. Just like every other company in tech right now, my company grew too fast. I worked in mortgage. So like it was bound to happen. My company had done a number of layoffs already. Like it was around the corner. Like I knew it was looming. But it doesn't make it feel any better. It still sucks. So like, I don't know. It's hard because I will say, like, I 100% blame the company for not like being logical in their sustainability options. Like, I do feel like they just didn't take things the right way. Like, they just didn't handle the situation the best that they could have. There was no way that the housing market was going to stay the way that it was. Like, you cannot look at it and say, yes, this is how it will be long term. Like, there was already issues during that booming period that should have been like clear red signs, like clear red flags of the like long term of this. But the companies were so focused on supporting the current market versus the future market that was, something they didn't care about. I don't know. I feel frustrated about it, but like I said, I also understand the logic behind their actions, and why it happened the way that it did, but it doesn't make it feel any better. I've had a lot of jobs, obviously, throughout my life. I'm getting old. But specifically during COVID, there was a lot of options out there. Like I said, there was a lot more choice for the tech industry. And so I was able to essentially advance my career by switching companies. And so, like, I moved to this company because they were the ones who looked like they were planning the most for the future. And so it sucks that we still ended up in a situation where, like, it didn't work. I mean, that's just how it is sometimes, but also it doesn't make it feel good. Like, you know, it sucks. And so it's, I don't know, it's hard because I can't help but feel salty as hell. And I feel like, I don't know, internally my brain's like, that makes me a bad person. But I know realistically that's not true. I'm not a bad person. I'm just frustrated. I'm disappointed in the fact that, like, the sole focus of companies is their income, and they don't care about their people. I don't know. I'm a very emotional bitch, okay? No, I care too much about people. And that's one of the reasons that I've never wanted to be a manager of any kind, is because I like have this problem where I relate to people too much. I said it before. It's a problem of, like, I look at things from every viewpoint. And it's because I care about every viewpoint. I care about how other people are seeing the situation, how they're experiencing something that I'm experiencing, and how our viewpoints on it are different, and how that can affect them versus how it affects me. Those are things that I really care about, you know, being able to understand people in that way and being able to care about them and their well-being. It's not necessarily something that comes natural to everyone, which is fine. But because it's something that's so deeply ingrained in me as a person, it's hard for me to be okay with people hurting other people. You know? It's difficult to look at your friends, your coworkers, people you can see their skill. You know how hard they work every day? It's hard to look them in the eyes and know that this company is not going to support them. That the company is going to throw them away at one moment. Like, they're just going to toss them to the side. That feels real bad, you know? It's, like I said, we're all disposable and replaceable, and that's a sad thought, you know? It's one of those things where, you know, you have no choice but to do these things to survive, but you're treated as something that doesn't matter. You're just, like I said, you're just a resource. You're just cattle to these companies. And so it's always been very difficult for me to, like, watch this happen. And I do get very upset when, you know, anyone gets laid off. But I think it was extra hard this time. I don't know, like, yes, I am laid off. It's hard to explain. I'll explain the whole, like, behind the scenes layoff, like, in a bit, but like, a lot of my very close coworkers who work really hard and are really, really fucking smart people also got laid off. And that feels so bad. I don't know. I have, like, severe confidence issues. Imposter syndrome's, like, my middle name. So, like, to some degree, when I think about me being laid off, it's like, it kind of, you know, I kind of deserved it, is, like, how my brain sees it. Which is, I know it's not true. I know I'm just, like a dumb bitch, but, like, hear me out. But so, like, for me, I see it as, okay, understandable, essentially. One second, guys. Okay, sorry. Cammy was under my desk and she's, like, jumping around, and she grabbed the cord of my monitor, fucking yanked it out, and I was like, great, I'm playing hard mode, I'm gonna die, because she pulled the cord out and I can't see what's happening. So I need to panic fix that. Anyways. But because of, like, my negative viewpoint of myself, I can find reason in me being laid off. You know, my brain's like, yeah, no, she's a dumb bitch anyway, so, like, they didn't need her, you know? But when it comes to my coworkers, it makes me really mad. They're such good people, and they don't deserve to be stuck in this situation. And for us, it's extra frustrating. So our company isn't just laying us off. they're thinking about profit. And they're doing it in a very specific way, which I dislike. A lot of companies tend to do this and then they collapse afterwards. So I hope they fall apart. Honestly, I kind of wouldn't feel bad about it. So what they've decided is that they're going to outsource everything. They're going to outsource it to overseas, which, like, okay, we've talked about it before. I have no problem with overseas workers getting jobs in the US. I think they deserve it. I think they have a right to it. My issue comes when companies hire them to work the same jobs that I work and they pay them nothing. It's unfair and it's wrong. You know, if they're doing the exact same job as me, they should be getting the same pay as me. There's no reason that they should be getting paid nothing compared to what I was being paid. There's no reason that they should be treated like less than. You know? Like, you're essentially taking advantage of these poorer countries and using these people. And it's wrong. If they're working in the US, they should be getting US-based pay. I don't know. I feel like it's, you know, maybe just me being, like, again, like, too much of a person who cares about things and people, but, like, I don't know, it's kind of fucked up. Okay? It's very clear they're hiring these people in order to save money. They expect that they can hire you know, them at a much lower rate and get rid of all their people who are getting paid living wages, you know? And I think that's so wrong. And then on top of it, like, what they've decided to do is kind of they did like a 3-part thing where all the tech employees are grouped into 3 different groups, 3 different categories. One group is they're staying with the company, but they're being given different titles. All things considered, that's not a long-term thing. Those people are going to end up being laid off at some point. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That's how it will happen. The company's obviously not saying that, but it's very clear that that's what's going to happen in the future. And so that sucks, you know? Like, they have to stick around and work with people who don't really want to be there, who aren't being paid enough, who don't know what's happening or how the system works. You know, they're coming in new. There may be a language barrier, you know, and it's hard. Those people are getting fucked just as much as the people getting laid off are. So the next group is people who they're being laid off by my company, but my company has a contract company that they work with, that they pay for contract workers through. And so they made they made a deal with this contract company that the contract company will essentially purchase some of the employees. They'll take them and they'll hire them at their company, which is good, I guess. But, you know, it's not really fixing the problem. You know, there's still the issue of a large majority of these people now don't have jobs. And, like, yes, you're giving jobs to some of those people, but it's also, you're I don't know, it feels like you're selling them out. You're selling the humans to another company. I don't know. I feel really weird about it. I feel like I shouldn't feel so weird about it, but I feel really fucking weird about it. It feels really wrong for me for some reason. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of fucked up. And, like, I mean, it's good for those people that they'll have jobs, but this is a company that, like, they don't treat their employees good. So it's not like they're actually getting any benefit from being moved to this company. The company doesn't have good medical benefits. The company works for a bunch of different companies, and they rotate through staff like water. Like, they're constantly swapping through staff. And so it feels real shit. It feels so shit. Like, I don't know how else to, like, word it. It just, like, it just really sucks. I feel bad for everyone involved, honestly. It's very difficult to not feel bad for them. I'm a huge sucker. I just hate it, you know? And then the other group is the group who are being just laid off. And those people are also being kind of treated in a weird way, in which they're not just being, like, cold laid off. They're being kept for 3 months to train their replacements. Which doesn't feel great. You know, like, here's the person replacing you. Teach them how to do your job. You know, it just... don't like it. I don't like it, you know? I just don't like it. There's nothing about it that feels good. There's nothing. It feels bad. It feels so bad. I hate that I can't move this. I should have left it packaged. Where's that packager? And so I'm part of that group of being laid off, but being expected to train my replacements. So, like, I don't know. I'm glad that I'm not being laid off immediately. I still have a job for a couple months, and that gives me time to look for something. So that's, you know, that's good in a way. But at the same time, I don't know. It doesn't feel good. How do I want this to be? I'm trying to decide where I want this to go. Okay, let's look at the auto arm. How much, what is it, what do I need to make it? Aluminum, graphite. I have aluminum. I do not have graphite. I used it for something else. We'll go get some. Pretty sure I saw some somewhere nearby. How many of these am I gonna need? 3, 2, 2. Oh wait, I already have a bunch of them. Whoops, I forgot I had those in my pocket. Oh well, that's life. Sure, it'll be fine. Trying to think about how I want this to be. I'm not very good at setting up, like, the auto arm stuff. I think maybe that'll work. We'll see. We'll mess around with it when we actually print the arm. Graphite. Let's go get some graphite. But anyways, yeah, so I have at least 3 months to look for a new job, but then I have another difficult situation of trying to figure out what I want to do. I don't know. I could continue doing what I'm currently doing if I can find a job, which is not as easy as it sounds. Like I said, the mortgage industry is bad right now. But if I can find a job, it's not gonna be stable. Like, there's no way it's gonna be a stable job. So I'll have to, like, continue to think about the future and where I'm gonna go after this job doesn't work out, kind of thing. And that's hard. Like, I don't want to be feeling scared all the time about if my job's gonna go away. And he goes over here. I could go back into dev work and just program, which wouldn't be terrible, but I don't know. I like programming, but I don't like programming for other people. You know, I like coding for myself, making stuff that I'm interested in, but like, when I do it as a job, I feel so much pressure and fear around it. There's always that constant "you're not good enough" thought in my head, just like looming, staring at me, telling me how trash I am. That makes it really, really hard. It's the imposter syndrome hitting. But like, seriously, it is the imposter syndrome. You know, any woman in tech has a hard time, but it's very hard for developers. I feel like there's a very small number of female developers, and they get so much shit. They get so much fucking shit. And so it's like ruined my confidence. And I already have severe anxiety, so like it's already made me extremely anxious, just generally speaking. But because of the fact that like I've had some really negative experiences with it, it's made me even more anxious. And so I have a lot of issues with job interviews. I know I'm not a bad developer, but the anxiety eats away at me. It makes it so impossible to answer questions. It's like my brain just stops working. It just turns off. And that inability to answer questions makes me look like a fucking idiot. And then, like, you know, obviously I don't get the job because I'm a clown who can't fucking speak. And it, like, really feels bad. And so, like, I don't know if I want to go back into development. That's, like, really taken its toll on me. That, like, fear and anxiety and sadness around, like, feeling less than. Feeling not as good as my peers. That's kind of turned me into, like, a little whiny, sniveling little bitch ass. Where I feel like I can't succeed in an interview. So, like, the chances of me finding a job actually doing development again are not good because I can't do an interview. How fucked up is that? Like, it's sad. I don't know, I've experienced a lot of trouble in the tech industry and with people's treatment of me. Like, people can be pretty mean. Obviously, we all know how mean people can be. But like the specific hate towards like women in tech is so toxic. It's so painfully sharp is like the best way I can think to explain it. It's aggressive and deep, mean things. I don't know. I like can't put it into words because I don't want to like list examples because it just feels sad to talk about it. But I can say like being in tech has never been easy for me. I've had a lot more luck doing what I'm currently doing because I'm really good at it, first of all. But even besides that, the job that I'm doing is a little bit more a mix between actual development and support. So like I write code, but it's for like bug fixing and like small projects. So they're not like long-term big projects that I'm working on for months at a time. They're like small things to resolve specific issues. It requires like ingenuity and like a complex understanding of the system to be able to find quick fixes, essentially. Quick long-term fixes, because it's not just like a simple fix it right now and then, you know, we'll deal with the big problems later. It's like a long-term resolution for these issues. And so I feel like I've done a great job doing that. I really enjoy doing that. I like doing smaller projects. I like feeling the confidence of resolving an issue that other people didn't know about, or they didn't know the answer to, or they didn't like have any idea how to fix it. I like the complexity of looking at issues from a variety of standpoints to see like what possible solutions would work realistically based on, you know, state regulations and legal requirements. It makes me feel smart. Like, honestly, as dumb as it sounds, it makes me feel smart. It makes me feel confident. It makes me feel good. People are super appreciative of somebody who's fixing a problem versus somebody who's creating something new. When you're creating something new, it feels obligatory, you know? It's an obligation. You are required to create that new thing. It's your job. When you are fixing a problem, people see it as a gift. You are doing something for them, with them in mind. And that's really, really nice, because I like doing things for people. The idea that my fix is going to help someone feels really good, you know? It's nice to know that, like, I can do something that matters, even if it's, like, not actually that important. It's just like, oh, you fixed it so I can type this, you know, or you fixed it so that this doesn't have the wrong number. You know, like, it still is something that I did. I did that, you know, like, and they're thankful of it, and that's nice. But like, it's never easy, you know, but I like this job. I like the work that I'm doing. My problem is that the system that I know really well, like the back of my hand, is for mortgage. That's it. That's the only thing it does, is mortgages. And so, like, you know, the housing industry is collapsing. Everything's terrible. Who wants to get a mortgage right now? No one. So, like, the actual, like, availability of jobs is slim, even if I have good skills and I'm confident in my work. And so that's difficult, but then at the same time, like, I know that my skills are different from the other people I worked with. There was like 4 people on our team, me and then 3 others. Towards the end, I mean, after some of the other layoffs. And I worked really well with all of them. I really loved working with them. I'm actually really, really upset that I'm not going to be able to work with them anymore. I'm very good friends with all of them now. And I will definitely keep in touch. We have like a secret Discord that we chill in, so, you know, it's not like it's the end of the line that I'll never see them again. But it does feel really bad. But our skill sets are very different, you know? My skills lie in development, in code, in problem solving. One of the other people there, their skill also like lands in the same realm as me, with development and problem solving and, you know, programming. The other two have a much more like mortgage based background, so their skill set is different than mine. We worked really well together because we could use each other's skills to do the best that we could. I could bounce my development problems off of any of them, and they would do their best to help me. The other one who is dev savvy would do his best to like, or he would hit me up if he had anything, you know, to kind of like check with, do a rubber duck, talk to your rubber ducks, any developer should know that terminology. And then the other two were really great for when we had mortgage specific problems, because I'm not a mortgage expert. I don't know everything about mortgages, but they know from a mortgage standpoint how things work a lot more than I do. And so that gave them a hand up on that side of things. And so it's hard too, because I worked for the company that originally created this software. So I know a lot of the background of this software, and that gives me a leg up. It's good, but it's bad. It gives me a leg up, but then I feel like I'm cheating, and my coworkers are looking for jobs too, and I don't want to steal jobs from them because people think that I am a better fit. I don't know how to explain it. That sounds stupid. It's up to the hiring people to decide who's the best fit. But I think that, like, it's hard for me to not feel like I'm putting them at a disadvantage by being another person in the pool of hiring options. I know that they wouldn't be upset with me for thinking this way. We had this conversation the other day with the other developer that he's being kept in the other group. That's another thing, is they laid off all the women. They laid off all the women in the tech team, which is, whew, gotta love that. Yeah, the best, honestly. So good. Who would have fucking guessed? I didn't see that coming. But honestly, yeah, they laid off all the women in our department. And they only kept the guys, which I do not blame my coworkers for this. They are smart and wonderful, and I do think they have the skills needed to do what they need to do. They're keeping one who has the development background like me, and they're keeping one who has the mortgage background like the other women that I work with. So like, they're doing an even split as far as like knowledge goes, but they chose specifically the men, which feels a little shit. It could just be, you know, coincidence they chose the men, but it doesn't fucking feel like it. So that's great. Hello, car, can you drive? Use your wheels. Roll. I don't know why I'm taking such a roundabout way to get back. I should have just gone back to where I came in, but I was like, no, I'll go straight through the mountain. This sounds fine. Let's go through the forest. Yeah. It was dumb. It was dumb. I should have just gone around. Why am I doing this to myself? Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get stuck. Let's head this direction, and we'll try to find a flat area to fuck off on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't want to like become a blockade for them finding something. Like, I care too much about them, and I want them to find a job easily, and I don't want to be like a problem in that. But on top of that, like, I have a lot of student loans. I have a lot of debt, and I can't afford to not have a job. Like, not at all. And so that's really difficult. And then even besides that, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. Like I said, the mortgage industry is so unstable. I don't know that I want to go back to doing like straight development because of like all the struggles I've had with it. I just don't know what I want. I don't know how to figure it out either. Like, it's not cut and dry, just like, it's not like, oh, just do this. Like, just figure it out. Like, it's not so fucking simple. You know, based on my skill set, it's like, what can I do? Based on my prior experience, what can I do? And like, I don't really know where I want to go with it either. You know, like, do I want to do things this way? Do I want to completely flip it on its head and do something else, like art related or something? Do I want to, I don't know, fucking learn how to do backflips? Like, where do I want to land with this? Oops, I didn't mean to put that in there for research. Oh shit, I put the aluminum here over, didn't I? And then it researched it. Bitch. Fuck. I have more aluminum though, it's okay. It's okay. We're good. The potato brain strikes, you know? It sometimes just wrecks me. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know, I feel like I'm stuck in a spot where I'm like, what do I fucking do with my life? What do I want? How do I feel? Where's this going? And like, I just don't know. The future is unstable. It's undecided and it's cloudy. I have some time to figure out what I want to do, but like, how much time do I really have? You know? It's super scary. Not knowing what the right thing to do is. Is that gonna work? Do I need to move this further away so that this doesn't, I wanted to only put stuff in that and not accidentally put it on the tray or anything. Think that should be fine? Does that work? You think that will work? It's probably fine. Let's try it. Need scrap. Let's just use this. Okay, let's see. No, I put it there. Oh, this doesn't go in the scrapper. Hello, Crystal. Okay, it did. Okay, cool, 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 cool. We did it. Nice. Okay. Next, what do we want to do? Is this doing anything yet? No? Okay, cool. Sorry, I paused for a stretch. My back's getting stiff as hell. Actually, you know what? That's a good time. Let's take a break. I'll be right back, kiddos. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, kiddos. I needed to go get some water and eat a snack. Okay. Let us return. Okay. So we've got our scrap thing set up. Let's go collect scrap then. We need, what do I need though? I need... Oh, I can unlock power cells now. I forgot. Trade platform. I need trade platform. I'm just gonna put that there for now. Okay. Have I unlocked a trade platform yet? I don't think I have. Let's find it. Okay. What do we need for the trade platform? Iron, tungsten. I don't think I can get any of that until I go into space. I don't want to do that yet. We'll focus on collecting research stuff. We're gonna go down deep into the planet. So I'm gonna get some more tethers and we'll head on down. Okay, back to me complaining about my job. But anyways, yeah, so I need to figure out how I want to move forward. I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of do an overall like large net. I'm gonna apply to some jobs specifically in the mortgage industry because I know that those I have a higher chance of getting the job because of my experience and history. But I'm also going to apply to things that I actually am interested in doing, like things that I want to do for fun. Because I think that'll be a really good way to sort of like, I guess, find what I want. I don't know. I have a hard time because, like, really, I think I'd be best at you know, working for myself. But I don't know what I do, you know? I could make art, I could make stickers, I could do something like that, but I have this lack of confidence in where I'm like, well, who would fucking buy that trash? And so, like, that makes it feel impossible. So I'm thinking, like, if I can get into something a little bit more closer to what I'm interested in doing long term, or what I think I'd be comfortable doing long term, if I can get into something a little bit more like that and find a job that I really enjoy, then I'll be able to get past my problem with being told what to do. Which, let me explain that. So, like, it's not like I have a problem with authority per se. It's that I have a problem with keeping interest in things that seem stupid. Okay? If I have a job and my boss is like, oh, you have to do this. This is what you need to complete. This is the task you need to do. And I look at this task and I say, well, that's a bad idea. It's going to cause this problem, and this problem. The problem that I have right now is because I have no power or, like, anything of value to these managers, their response for something like that is basically like, well, I'm the decision maker and you just need to do what I say. Which I understand, but I'm not trying to get out of doing work. I am trying to explain the negatives that will occur. You know, I'm trying to help you see the factors involved in the decision that you're making. In the end, it's the boss's decision, and that's where the problem lies, is that I don't like wasting my time on things that I know are going to fail. You know? And a lot of the time I feel like managers get this like big head thing where they're like, no, I said to do it, just do it. And they don't listen to why you're saying it's not going to work. And so what ends up happening is you work on these fucking projects, you put your heart and soul into it, you put in all the effort you can, and then it falls apart just the way that you said it was going to. When I look at problems, when I look for solutions for things, my brain looks at a large amount of possibilities. I think about long term. I think about how it'll affect other parts of the system. I think about how it'll affect the user experience. I think about the design aspect of it. Will it be easy to use and functional? Will it be easy to understand at a glance for new employees that are learning how to use this system? Will it be easy for, you know, management to advance and like add additions to it later in the future? You know, grow the actual system and make it better? Those are things that I care about and I look at. Those are things that aren't necessarily a high priority for other people. And I have a difficult time accepting that. Like I said, it's not that I'm like angry and I don't want to have anyone telling me what to do. I think it's more that I dislike the lack of acknowledgement for my feedback and my experiences. My husband sent me this video the other day. It was about engineers and designers. Let me see if I can find the name of it so you guys can look at it if you want. Yeah, it was called Why We Hate Engineers by CS Ghost Animation. And it talked about how engineers and designers have this problem of like them not communicating properly and how things like will actually function. That from an engineer standpoint, you know, like a CNC engineer, they look at how the CNC can cut a piece of metal, you know? They know what angles they can and can't do. They know which bits they can and can't use, which ones they have and which ones they don't, which ones are standard and which ones are not. They have a lot of like functional information. A designer, on the other hand, their specific job is more of a figuring out how it should look and function on a more product side. So make it easy to use, make it, or not necessarily easy to use, make it look good, make it do a job. Okay. And so the problem with that is you may not necessarily take into consideration like what it requires to do the job, or like where it might have fail points, or it, you know, where it might have weak points, and things like that. And like as far as machining it, not weak points as far as like the actual object itself having weak points. But my point being is you have to work together in order to find a good solution for these things. It ends up being a group project, and with different people's experiences and knowledge, you can make something really great, and you can make something that works super well. The problem lies in when people have this like, I wouldn't say like looking down on, I would say it's more like lack of acknowledgement of people based on their historical knowledge. They're like, you stay in your lane. I make the decisions, you just do what I tell you. And I really hate that, you know? Like, especially when you have a manager who doesn't actually know the subject matter. You know, like you're a programmer and you're like, this can't be done because of these reasons. You know, it's not possible because of how the language that, you know, the libraries that we're currently using work. And your manager's like, well, I've already promised it, you need to figure it out. That's fucking annoying. Because on top of it, sometimes it's like a really convoluted solution that doesn't make sense. So it's like, I understand you want to teach a dog how to backflip in order for it to be allowed to eat its food, but why are you making it do this complex thing? Why wouldn't you just, you know, give it the bowl? And like, they don't think about the solutions in those ways. So they don't necessarily see that as a possible solution. They've only thought about it in this one viewpoint of them as somebody who doesn't know how that functions and making assumptions of how it functions. And that causes problems in the long run. And so like, I don't know, I have a difficult time working with that. I don't like it. And the thing is again, as a woman in tech, it's even harder because like, there have been so many times that I have pointed out an issue and been ignored, been completely disregarded, been told, you don't know what you're talking about, just shut up kind of thing. But then a male counterpart will say the exact same fucking thing. And the managers will be like, oh, you're so smart. Thank you so much for the help. We would have never noticed this is a problem. You're so good at your job. Amazing, amazing. And they get like praised for like feedback when I just gave the same feedback, but I got yelled at and told to stay in my lane and that I don't know what I'm referring to and that I need to just do what they're telling me to. And that's so shit. It's so shit. I want to say that it's not as prevalent as it used to be because it's probably not as bad as it used to be, but it's still really fucking bad. Like, I think every tech job that every developer job that I've had has had that problem. I have been treated that way. And it sucks so much. And I really, really hate it. And I think that's why I feel like I can't continue doing dev jobs, because I'm tired of putting up with that kind of bullshit. And I question if that makes me a bad developer or just bad at my job. And like I said, some people are like, oh, you have an issue with authority, but it's not that. It's more that I have an issue with acknowledgement. It's honestly just problems with feedback. Like if I am very, very strongly of the opinion of two things, okay? Number one, if you make a mistake, you own up to it immediately and you fix it. There's no fucking point to beating around the bush. It's just going to make it take longer to repair the problem. Everyone fucks things up. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has an issue where they don't necessarily take all possibilities into consideration. That's impossible. No one's perfect. I am very, very, strongly of that opinion. I do not think it's wrong to fuck up. I think it's life. It's just gonna happen. You can't expect everyone to be perfect all the time. The other thing is that people should be allowed to provide feedback if they feel like their experience is valid and useful. You know, I don't think it should be a requirement, because you don't always have something to say. But I also don't think that it should be frowned upon to provide that feedback if you think that something's not going to go well or you see a problem. You know, anything that you can do to prevent a future issue is important. Like, why would you not take that into consideration? Why would you do that? Like, why would that make sense? It doesn't. It doesn't. It makes more sense to treat it like an issue and take it into consideration and try to plan for it, you know? Plan for every inevitability. Plan for every possible problem. And then you have less chance of actually running into, really shitty problems and getting stuck on things. I don't like when companies are so focused on on how big their dicks are that they refuse to accept any of that feedback or discussion regarding things. You know, I really, really dislike that. I think it's short-sighted and childish. In all honesty, I just think it's the dumbest shit. Hello? I'm trying to do... Sometimes these get stuck, and if you, like, attach it to something and then detach it, it, like, fixes it. Well, almost removed the ground underneath me. That was gold. Okay. I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with somebody, like, discussing a problem, correcting someone, or, like, trying to figure out a best solution. Just, like, I mentioned earlier the rubber ducky thing. It's something that's common between developers. It's basically the thought that if you're running into problems or you're unsure of something, explaining it to someone else helps you think about it in multiple viewpoints and helps you find the solution. That person doesn't necessarily need to actually understand what you're saying or even give any valid feedback, but explaining it to them can help. It's just the idea that you're putting into words what's on your mind, like what's in your brain. I need to start going downward, I know, but I want to kind of like make a nice turnaround area. And I ran out of tethers, so like, you know. But yeah, I don't know. I wanna matter a little bit, you know? I want my opinion to matter and people to listen. Maybe that's asking too much, because it's not even like an overconfidence thing of like, I'm smarter than everyone else. It's not that at all. Like, I really do not think I'm smarter than anyone. It's more of just it feels so childish when somebody refuses to even listen to something when you're just trying to help, you know? Like if I was trying to like fucking stab you in the back, like, yeah, of course, don't fucking listen to me. But if I'm trying to give like valid feedback and I'm explaining why I think it's important, like, you know, lend an ear. Like, is it really gonna hurt you to take a second to listen to what I have to say? I don't think it is. So like, maybe get off your high fucking horse and like take a chance. I don't know. I want to be appreciated. No, it's not, like I said, it's not even that. It's just I want the opportunity to help devise reasonable solutions. I am not a puppet. I'm a person. And people have opinions and they have things to say. You know, they have thoughts. And those things are important. Puppets are mindless and they just do what you tell them. You control every aspect of them. But if you control a puppet and you make it do something that's wrong, you can't blame the puppet for it. And that's what happens in today's society, you know? The puppet gets blamed when you make them do something wrong. And who suffers? It's not you who's controlling the puppet. It's the puppet. They're treated as though they're the ones who made the mistake. They're the ones who end up suffering and like trying to resolve the problem. They're the ones who end up like being stuck between a rock and a hard place, you know? They're the ones who are being told by one manager to do this and by another manager to do this. It's fucking awful. It's a struggle. It's painfully annoying. And there's no like easy fix for it. You know? The fix is to like stop dealing with bullshit. And like it just sucks, you know? It just makes me feel sad. And then we go back to, again, the not caring about your employees. Like, okay, we're back in the state of where you know, the decisions are made strictly on a profit standpoint and not in a, like, how would this affect our employees? How would this affect our staff? You know, like, is this good or bad? Like, how do we make this work? And I don't know. Just feels bad. It just feels bad. So yeah, my whole synopsis of that is I don't know what to do for work. I don't know what kind of job I want. I know that was like such a roundabout ass way, but like, it's, you know, it's not, the world's not cut and dry. There's so much nuance to it. There's so many decisions that need to be made, so many tests and trials. There's like so many options that it's honestly unbelievable that we are able to survive and make all these decisions. It blows my mind that there are so many choices in this story that have, you know, that we're suffering through. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to be happy. I just want to find something that I feel comfortable in doing for a long period of time. Oh, I need tethers. That's what I came up here for. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't expect anything to really be perfect in life. It's too hard to find perfection. It's not like a simple thing that's like waiting for you around the corner. I don't think that that exists necessarily. I think that you make your own happiness kind of thing. But, you know, there's things that make it easier and make it better. And those are the things that I want to find. What do I need to feel happy? What do I need to feel comfortable in my life? What do I need to feel needed and important in some way? Like I said, I'm not looking to be like, I don't know, the president of the United States. I'm looking to be able to give my opinion. If I think that something's dumb and it's going to cause more problems, then not, you know? I want to be able to discuss things with my team. I want to be able to like have conversations and support, you know, my coworkers. And like, I don't know if I can do that as a developer anymore, you know? I tried in the past many times and it's always ended with me being treated like shit. Not because I'm a bad person or anything like that. Maybe because I'm not as good of a developer, but I don't know. You know, like it's never been clear if that's the problem or if it's something else. Is it my skill? Is it my gender? Is it my, you know, knowledge point? Is it my attitude? Because that's something that women get the shit end of too a lot, is that they're like, oh, it's your attitude. You're just emotional. You're just, you know, unstable. And like, I don't know. Is that really the fucking problem? I don't know, bitch. It sounds like you made that up. Like, so it's hard, you know? I don't want to give my life away to working for, you know, the rest of my life doing something that fucking sucks and that I hate. Is this too steep? Yeah, that's too steep. It's too steep. It's too steep. Oh god, 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 oh god. Okay. We're good, we're good. It was a close one. We're trying not to die. We're not trying to die. Jeez. Jeez. Okay. This one seems better. But yeah, I don't know. I just want to find my own happiness in the world, and I think part of it is finding a job that's sustainable, comfortable, and will keep me from starving to death. My life is filled, like I said, with lots of debt. I have student loans. I have medical bills. I'm not the healthiest person in the world. I've got, you know, my autoimmune disease. I've got other medical problems. I'm not okay, you know? And so, like, I need something that I know can help me through all of that. I want to do something that makes me happy, but I have to be realistic and say, you know, is this something that's going to be able to feed my family? Is this something I'm going to be able to live with? Is this something that, like, I just have to put up with? And I think that's where I've been this whole time, is I've been at the state of just putting up with it. And now I'm trying to move into the state of you know, maybe finding something that not only can I put up with, but I can enjoy. And that's a little bit of a harder task than what I've done up till now. But, like, I think I can do it, you know? For the first few days after I got the news, because I got the news on Monday, that they were essentially laying me off, I felt like I was dreaming. Like I was having some awful nightmare. And that there was nothing that I could do. I had no power to do anything. Nothing I could do mattered. And that, like, my life was over. Which seems excessive. But, you know, once you become an adult, you realize that, like, money is everything. You can't survive without it. And that burden is terrible. Because a lot of people, like, they're like, oh, I want to be rich and famous. Like, oh, yeah, it's so cool. But no, like, there's so much more to it than that. Like, I want to be able to survive. I want to be able to pay my bills and get rid of my debt. I want to make sure that, like, sometimes if I want to, like, go out to eat someplace nice and, like, eat something tasty that I can, I want to make sure that I can feed my dogs. I want to make sure that I can handle all my appointments, my doctor visits. I want to make sure that I can afford my medication. I just picked up some medication the other day. It was $300, you know? It's not easy to be able to deal with those things, you know? And I do, like, get frustrated because I wish that I didn't have to deal with some of them. I wish that I wasn't, like, chronically ill. I wish that I didn't have, you know... I wish I didn't have to deal with my student loan bills. I was promised that they'd go away. You lied to me, Biden, you dumb bitch. Anyways, but I just want to be able to survive, you know? I just want to be able to live. I think that's the only thing that I can really ask for in life is survival. I'm not looking for gold. I'm not looking to be rich and famous. I don't care about those things very much. It's not where my interest lies. I just want to be able to do what I need to be able to survive. Like I said, I just want to be able to live. I don't want to be concerned about doctor's appointments causing me to lose my job, because that's something that scares me a lot, that I've had to deal with in the past, where it's like, if you take a doctor's appointment, if you take a day off to go to the doctor, we will fire you. That's awful. How am I supposed to, like, stay working when I can't even keep myself healthy because you won't let me go to the doctor and you threaten to fire me if I try to go to the doctor? Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, that's terrible. Okay, there's some piece somewhere that's making noise and it's frustrating me. Where are you? Is it under here? There it is. But yeah, it's just, again, sustainability. Businesses don't care about their employees as much as they do about, like, their sustainability as a business. But employees, you know, they're gonna treat them as resources, but not resources that they need to make sure are okay. They're replaceable resources. And so, like, they don't care if you need to take a day off to go to the doctor. They don't care if you are suffering. They don't care if you've, you know, developed some, like, deadly medical problem. They don't give a shit. Can you do your job? No? Get out. And that's so shitty. It sucks so bad. No one wants to have to deal with that. And no one wants to be treated in that way. So, you know, I just want something that can make me feel not afraid every day. I want to not feel like I'm scared that I'm going to lose my job in the blink of an eye. I want to feel that I can actually, like, enjoy my time with my coworkers. I can have those friendships and have them be long-term friendships instead of friendships that are going to end in a couple weeks because my company didn't, like, take proper care to make sure that they weren't going to collapse, you know? I just want so much. and maybe it makes me greedy, but like, I feel like those things are completely fair things to want. And that anyone should be able to get those things. They should be able to want those things and they should be able to have them. And it feels bad that the world is not that way. I almost wish that I had the capability to start my own company. But like, even if I did that, what would I do? You know? I've joked with some friends before about starting a support company to do the mortgage software. And like, you know, it could possibly work, but at the same time, like, again, with the mortgage industry being so unstable, I feel like I'd be setting myself up for failure and I'd be too scared. I don't want to fail. I just want to be happy and be able to like enjoy life, doing whatever I need to. And, you know, I feel like that's not too much to ask. I don't know. But, you know, for anyone out there who's still young and haven't decided what to do with your life yet, I feel like no matter the decision you make, there's always chance for change. There's always an open door for you to just say, you know what, I made the wrong choice. Let's fuck around and switch it. It may be easier when you're a little bit younger, but don't ever let that go away from you. That is always there. It's always an option for you. You shouldn't continue to like suffer continuously forever if you really are not happy. You should feel like you have the ability to try something else. I really wish that school, like college, it didn't cost so much, because I think people deserve to like have the ability to go to school and gain knowledge and progress and advance in their lives in any way that they want, without being held back by money. In my opinion, it's better for society that way, because we can advance in a bunch of other ways by having people who, you know, have tried a bunch of things, have a bunch of knowledge, like different things, are able to do different things, versus like everyone being stuck only being able to do these skills because they can't afford anything else, you know? I don't know. I just think it makes everything better if there's more people who can do things. Okay, we're almost down to the bottom. My plan is that we're gonna go down, we're gonna get some astronomia. What is that resource called? I don't know. And we're gonna use it for research. That way I can get a shit ton of research points. We'll set up an auto arm to just insert it into the machine. But anyways, back to my bitching and moaning. I just feel like there should be more opportunities. You know, I sometimes think about if I could go back to school, what I would do, how many different things I'd try, where I could go with my life. And there's like so many things that I could do. And I feel sad that I am too scared to go back to school because of the cost involved. I went to school because I was told that I had no choice, and that if I didn't go to college, that no one would ever hire me and I would be garbage. I would just be a waste of social space. And so I did it, but at the same time I was also being very pressured to do something where I would make a lot of money. And so I did that. And I'm not unhappy with the way things turned out. I like programming, I really, really do. But I do feel like if I had the chance to do it again, I would go for something different, regardless of the outcome. I don't know why I let myself be led astray by what my parent wanted. And what I was told was right. I should have stuck to my guns. But when you're young, you feel like you have no power. And when you get to that point where you have to make a life decision like that, you feel that you want someone else to make it for you. Because it's such a big choice. And you don't want to make the wrong choice. So you kind of feel like, can't someone else just tell me what to do? What's the right thing to do, you know? And sometimes that's helpful, and sometimes it's really not. Sometimes it leads you down the wrong path. But, you know, that's life. It's really difficult. It's really, really difficult. It sucks, but at least we have good food, right? That's what I tell myself. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life, even as an adult. And I feel like most people live in that state of not knowing what they want to do with their life. And I think that's okay. It's not the end of the world to feel that way, and I think we all feel that way to some degree. So, I don't know, just keep giving it your all, I guess. Don't let things, like, push you into a state of being unsure about your future and feeling pressured. You can do anything you want, you know? And if nothing else, I believe in you. I know how hard it is to make life choices, but I feel like no matter where you go with it, as long as you're putting in your effort and you're doing what you think is best, that's what matters the most. Man, should I have gotten an additional drill mod? I don't know how much it costs for the other one. What resources it needs. Let's check. Tungsten carbide, yeah, not at all. Nope, not gonna happen. Okay, we'll just suffer with this slow one. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'll get my life on track and actually do something great. Who knows? I'm just glad I don't feel like it's the end of the world anymore. That I feel a little bit more okay with how things are right now. Even if I am, you know, scared of the future and where my job lies and my income and, like, how I'm gonna survive. Even though I'm still scared about those things, like, I feel like I can do it, you know? At least I can try. And that's, I don't know, that's something. That's enough for me. So yeah, that's life. Welcome to hell. No, I'm just kidding. It's not always bad. There are so many good things in life. You were waiting to kill me. Let's get rid of that. Like I said, think about all the food. Like, holy shit. Delicious, baby. Yeah, I have some space. I'm gonna pick up some clay. I always have a hard time finding clay. I don't know why. Okay, back to digging. I really hope I can actually succeed in this hard mode, because I keep almost, like, dying, and it's scary. I've never been much for, like, challenges and hard mode and stuff, but, like, I just want that extra palette, you know? I'm so close to 100% in this. Oh, look, we found it. Let's find a nice stable place to land, and then we'll mine for realsies. Oh my god, let's talk about manga for a little bit. Oh gosh, I've been reading Mr. Villain's Day Off, and it's such a fucking good manga. It makes me smile so much. It really, really, like, brightens my day. It's like one of those manga that, like, I don't mind going back and reading again and again. Like, on bad days, it's such a good read. Like, it really, really, like, makes me feel better. If you ever get the chance to read it, you really should. It's a slice of life. But I don't normally like slice of life manga, but I really, really like this one. It's just so fucking adorable. The villain guy is so cute. He loves pandas. Like, how can you not think that's the most adorable thing in the world? Like, really? Like, honestly. Cannot even handle it. Okay. We made it to the bottom. We're just gonna make a nice turnaround platform. We'll explode this when we come back down. I'll grab some dynamite somewhere. I know I have at least a little bit. We're gonna get rid of these. We're gonna get rid of that in a minute. Okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, nice. Let's get rid of these. Let's get rid of that over there. I want to make sure there's nothing that's gonna fucking murder the shit out of me. Oh, I'm out of tethers. Oh, look at timing. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Let's get rid of this. Make sure there's no green boys waiting to fucking blow fucking poison death into my face. Let's get rid of some of these while we're here. So many, jeez. Okay, let's fill up our battery and oxygen, and then we'll come back and grab those research things. Okay. Wonder if it like randomly chooses how much to give you for these. Oh, you know what? I guess it's probably dependent on the size of the ones that popped. That would make the most sense. Okay, how much oxygen do I have left? I got a bit. I can poke around a little bit more. Let's see, anything good? Nothing I care about. Okay, let's get rid of this last one. Okay. Okay, let's head back up the hole. We're going to find our car. We'll come down, we'll fill it up, and then we'll go back up and put it to research. Once we get trains, I will make this so much faster. But I'm afraid to go to a new planet yet. I want to make sure I get everything done here. Get a bunch of shit done. Where did I leave that car? How far back did I leave it? I guess it was above the mushroom forest area. So we should be getting to it soon. Yeah, I think it's up here somewhere. There it is. Car. I missed you. Now we just have to try to not crash off the edge of anything. Oh, I'm a terrible driver. I know I should go slow, but like, I don't know, it's hard to go slow. Oops. Nice, nice, nice. Made it. Okay, let's empty my shit onto this. Ugh, it's doing that glitch that it sometimes does. Oh, so annoying. Okay, let's save. Save and quit to main menu, and then we'll reopen it. And hopefully that should fix that glitch. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Are you fixed? Yes. See? Got him. Oh, I said I had no more tethers, but I didn't realize I had more here. Whoops. Let's put this over here. And put this on the end. Nope, wrong button. Let's make those tethers. Okay. Ooh, there's a hell of a lot here. Wow. Oops, threw that on the ground. Okay, I'm gonna try to use up my tethers because I don't want to hold on to all of them. Is there anything useful here? Let's kill that thing before he gets me. Ooh, look how much there is right there. Wow. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, back to mining what we actually care about. Oops. Got too much at once. Okay, we just gotta fill up my backpack and then we can head back up. Shouldn't be hard to fill up my backpack. Onwards we go to home! Once we get enough research done, I'll try to unlock trains. Because I really think that'll be the thing that helps me out the most. Because driving down here with a truck is always really difficult because of the gravity. Whereas trains are like, you know, solid. They ride the track, so you don't have to worry about them being all over the damn place. It also makes it easier to dig out paths. Because trains just sort of like cut through it as long as you dig like a little hole and put the post down. So I think it'll make it easier for me. Plus it's not like super expensive to build trains either. Like as far as like item usage goes, I think it's pretty reasonable. You just need a lot of resin and aluminum. But that's like, you know, there's laterite everywhere. And as far as resin goes, there's quite a bit around too. So like, you know, you find it. Okay, once we get up there, we'll build an auto arm and we'll figure out we'll finagle some way to get the stuff to go right onto the research thing. My words made sense in my head, but I feel like they never come out of my mouth making sense. It's a nice stroll through the neighborhood, taking our time. Okay, we're almost there, I think. Forgot how my path it works. Once I get a train too, I'll be able to make a much more direct path and less ziggy-zaggy. I feel like I always end up like, not going the most easy path down, you know? Oh, the other thing about trains is they, like, give you oxygen. So, like, fucking nice, you know? You get the posts and, like, it's all, you know, good from there. Then you can use less tethers. Yeah, it's just the best. Okay. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Okay, I think I'm ready for this table. I think I'm gonna bring it over here. We're actually gonna take this off. We're gonna find a new place for that. I'm going to put that somewhere else too. Yeah, sure. Burn that. That's cool. Do that. I'm gonna build another research chamber and put it here. And then I'm gonna get 2 auto arms. And then I'll put another table here with shit on it. Okay, so let's see. What do I need for the research chamber? Compound and resin. Okay. Close, 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 close. Nope, that's not what I want. Close. Why isn't this... Why are you being stupid? Escape. Sorry, it like got stuck open. I don't know what was going on. Okay. For now, let's do this. Just do it the lazy kid way. We'll go collect some resin. And then we'll come back. Nope, get on there. Nope, get on there. Okay, let's put those over there. Okay, nice. Chill. Cool, cool, cool. We need another tray. It's gonna be an empty one somewhere. Yeah, here's an empty one. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go collect resin. I'm gonna go out a little bit because I want to get some resin that's not super close to the house so that it's not, it's easier later on when I need, like, urgent resin. That I don't want to, like, travel out to get. That, I can use what's close to the house. I hope that made sense. Didn't feel like it was English at all. I mean, I guess this is still decently close, but, like, you know. I spoke a big game, but then I got lazy real quick, so. That do be how life is. Can't believe we haven't died yet. Honestly, I'm amazed by myself. Okay. Nope, wrong button again. Just killing it with the wrong buttons today. My hands are a little sore because of the winter weather. My joint pain starts to act up when it's cold. So my hands are all like, I don't know, like frozen claw hands. So sometimes it's hard to maneuver. Don't worry, guys. One day you'll be old and you'll suffer just like me. It'll be fun, I promise. My sarcasm is Is it recognizable? Okay, I think we can get this place emptied out and maybe we'll have enough resin for what I want to do. Coming a little hot there. Okay, keeping an eye on our oxygen so we don't suffocate doing the dumbest shit. I think that's my fear too, is that when I finally die in this game, it's gonna be like me like forgetting that the game doesn't pause and like walking away and just like suffocating to death. Like, can you imagine? Oh, that would be so shit. That would really, really wreck me. More resin, please. More. Okay, that might be all that I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta make sure to always cover up these holes when I dig them, because otherwise I'm gonna fucking end up dead. And that's another dumb way that I could die, where I just like had dug a hole and forgot about it and then fell into it and died. That would... oof, that would hurt. That would feel so bad. I don't know, what other dumb ways to die are there, guys? I mean, just fall damage is probably like a big one that would get me, for sure. I really honestly think that like the biggest likelihood is if I walk away from my computer and forget that it doesn't like pause, I will just suffocate to death and it'll be the fucking worst. Like an absolute embarrassment to my whole family. I don't know how I'd tell my parents that I died in Astroneer Hardcore mode. Like, what would they think of me? They would know their kid's a poser, sucks at games. Oh, that sounds terrible. Oh, if my brother found out, he would make fun of me so hard. He hasn't stopped in yet this stream. I'm kind of surprised. He normally stops in and says hi. But not today. I don't know, I tried to convince my dad to give me a free snowblower because I got laid off, but he declined. I think the problem is he'd have to bring the snowblower to me, and he was like, "Nah, fam, I don't want to see your face." Which, you know, can't blame him. Who would want to see this face? Come on. Give me more resin, please. I only need one more. Come on. And then my backpack's full. Right? I still need one more. Yeah, I do. Give me the resin. Where are you hiding it? Hmm. I refuse to return without a full backpack. Okay. Nice. Now we can cover this up too. Wee boop. Filling in holes. That's all filled in, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, back to base we go. Forgot how compasses work again. Okay. Let's not crash into any holes. Okay. What was I gonna use this for again? Is it just to make one tray? One storage tray thing? I don't know. Maybe I went overboard. It's very fine. I remember I wanted to build a research chamber. In compound, though. Do I have compound anywhere? I don't have fucking compound. The most generic resource in the game. I don't have it. Sometimes I wonder where my brain is. What is it doing? What is it thinking? Where is it? Well, let's build this in the meantime. Let's steal another one of these. Okay. Try to empty my backpack a little. Yeah, go ahead and build that too. Sure, whatever. And I don't have enough space. Just throw it on the ground. Like a real professional. Nope, put that back up there. Okay. Compound hunting. It's like I get one resource that I'm looking for and then I realize I need another one. And I just never have enough of everything. I guess that's life, though. Humans are greedy creatures that never have enough. I wonder what the worst thing about humans is. I know we're greedy, but like I don't think that's our worst trait. Even our selfishness I don't think is our worst trait. Like, I guess those are really similar, so it's hard to like really separate them, but I don't know, where do we really like fail? Maybe it's like, I feel like for some people it's the lack of sympathy. Oh hey, welcome! Thanks for the subscription. I heard Prime's going away. Yeah, I don't know what the worst part about humans is. I feel like it's just like depends on the person. Because like, I definitely think for me like a lack of sympathy or like emotional connection to others is like probably like one of the top terrible things people can be for me. But I also like, I think everyone can agree that narcissists are probably like some of the worst humans. But what is it about them that makes them the worst? Is it their overconfidence, or is it their lack of like caring about anyone else other than themselves, or like what part of it makes them terrible, you know? I don't know. I feel like maybe it's their inability to admit when they're wrong. I think that's a really, really hard trait to put up with. That's something that like really pisses me off. I think that admitting you're wrong is a really, really important thing. It's how people advance and progress in life is by learning from their mistakes and admitting where they've failed. And so like the concept of somebody being so fucking self-centered and overconfident that they just don't admit that anything they've ever done is wrong, like that's fucking bogus. Like that's crazy talk to me. I just also don't really understand the ability to be so overconfident. Like I understand some confidence to some degree, but like the extent of which narcissists are confident feels inhuman to me. It almost feels like a robotic form of confidence. Like it's programmed into them, but that it's not a standard feature. You know, like it's some weird fucked up mistake. Like it's one of those, it's not a bug, it's a feature, but really it's a bug and they just don't know how to fix it. That's the vibe that I get, you know? I like, I don't know, man. It's such a weird personality trait and like situation that it's hard for me to really comprehend narcissists in any way. But I do think it's an interesting thought thing. Like just thinking about what about people do you dislike? Like what type of people do you dislike and why do you think that type is most difficult to deal with? I wonder if I dislike narcissists because I have a lack of confidence. So it might be like a jealousy thing. But like, I don't know, that seems not quite right. I feel like jealousy is a very different feeling than how I feel when I interact with somebody like that. That like overconfident pompousness. It feels almost disgusting to me versus like something that I would want to have for myself. I can't imagine being happy to be like that, I guess. Like that thought is almost like disgusting to me too. Like who would want that for themselves? I'm making a gross face because I'm thinking about it. But like honestly, it's an interesting concept of looking at other people's personality traits. I like feel like some of them are easy to understand, and some of them are very, very difficult. Like somebody who's overly happy all the time. Like they're probably doing that because they're trying to hide their feelings, or they're doing it because it helps them feel better, or they enjoy how it makes other people happy. Like there's a lot of reasons that I could see that being something somebody would do. People who are cranky all the time, you know, they've had a hard life, they've really suffered, and they're tired, they're exhausted, they don't want to put up with it anymore, but they're forced to kind of continue living in this hell cycle of depression and sadness, you know? Like, of course they're cranky and treat people like shit. Even people who are, like, really mean to specific types of people or things like that. Like, a lot of that is due to a lack of understanding or, you know, jealousy or fear. And, like, that at least is something that I can, like, put a name to a little bit. But I don't know, like... I feel like I just don't know how to be confident, so like I would never even be able to like make believe to be a narcissist. You know, like impersonate them. I could never. It's interesting. I feel like other personalities I can try to like be like that. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, sorry guys, but yeah, it's just, you know? Just, that shit's crazy. I want to get just a little bit more before we go back to base. I think I saw some over here. Am I crazy? No, here's some. Gotta go all out, you know? Gotta fill my inventory. Gotta collect everything. Gotta catch them all, you know? Speaking of, should I play the new Pokemon expansion? I bought it, but I was trying to decide if I should play it on stream or not. Would anybody want to see that? I mean, I'm a pretty big Pokemon fan, so like, I'm gonna play it regardless. It's just you guys want to watch me play it, or play with me, I guess. Would that be enjoyable? I also am gonna be buying another game soon. It's supposed to be coming out in a couple days. Actually, I guess there's two big games that I've been waiting for coming out. Pal World, I'm sure you guys have heard of it, the Pokemon with guns game. I'm very excited for it, but I'm also scared that it's not going to live up to the hype, which is, you know, in all likelihood what will happen. But we'll see. I don't remember seeing many, like, progress posts regarding it, so, like, I can't say, like... It's hard when you watch a trailer of a game because there's always the chance that it's not actually gameplay. And I think that's my fear, is that we're gonna play this game and it's not actually going to be how the gameplay works. Like, it's just gonna have been the trailer. That's what the trailer was, and the trailer wasn't actually accurate to what you're gonna experience, which I would be highly disappointed for. But yeah, I'm interested in Pal World for sure. And then there's another game that I played the old version a long time ago, the first version of the game. I'm trying to think of the name of it right now. It's it was not very popular in the US. I think it's also coming out on the 19th. Trying to Google Switch game releases, so I can check for it. Okay, let's take that, put that over there. Let's take that and put that there. All right, let me check. Turnip Boy, there's a new Turnip Boy coming out. Turnip Boy robs a bank? Holy shit, that sounds great. I should play the Ace Attorney games too. Promenade? I haven't heard of that one. 3D platformer. Sounds interesting. Trying to find it. There's another Luigi's Mansion coming out, but it's just a remake. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. Hollow Knight. Keep promising. Trying to find a good list, but it's like hard to find lists of like what games are coming out. Why is this so difficult? Yeah. It's called Another Code Recollection. I don't know if it includes the first game and the second game. I believe it does. I think that's what I heard it was going to be. But I'm not sure. I think it does. What was the original game named? I can't remember. Oh, sucks. My brain's potato. Whatever, you guys can Google it. I probably streamed that one because I really liked it when I was younger. And so I wanna show it off. I'm not very good at like planning bases out, so forgive me if this looks hideous. You guys will just have to deal with it. Can I toss that over there somewhere? Sure. Nice. Okay, let's grab this. Put it over here. Whoops. It's like, what is this I keep tripping on? It's exactly what I'm looking for. Nice. Big brains. Let's make sure this ground is flat-ish. That's not flat. Maybe I should move this somewhere else. Is this gonna be the best spot for it? Rethinking this. It's very hard because I'm not the biggest of brains. So doing my best. So maybe this way's better? Let's see. This one's still gonna be like a little bit off and not in the great spot. I guess I could move it this way. Whoops, nope, put that back on there. I need more solid. Oh, I don't have any dirt. Okay. I feel like I'm still gonna have to like rearrange it a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Let's turn this off. Let's look at you to build a research chamber. Let's put these here. Let's put these in my pocket. I think I need one more. Yeah, I need one more. Okay. Probably gonna start needing more power soon too. Deal with that another day. Okay, nice. Just gonna connect all the cables to everything. Okay. Then we just need some arms to move stuff for us. Nope, put that back. Swap that out. Put this down. Nope. Let's change you to something else so you stop trying to do things. You. Okay. Auto arm, aluminum, graphite. Okay. Okay, we need 2 of those. Got our graphite, we've got aluminum. How many aluminum do I have? Okay, I do have enough. Let's take this over here. Look, I'm organizing. Oh my god. Never thought I'd see this day happen. Get on there. Okay, nice. Okay, let's see if I can do this right. Let's see. Nope, did it backwards. Okay. I think that's good. Let's check our quests. What do I need to print a big car? Oh yeah, I was gonna make a train. Should probably make big solar panels too. Yeah, rail station's 2,500, so I'll work on that. Nice! Okay. I think this is a good enough setup, so let me lock these down. I don't remember if I've locked them already. I have not. Okay. Okay. We done did it. Put that there, put that there. Don't need this right now. I'll put it in my backpack. Oh yeah, I forgot to make a table for this. Okay, we'll do that. Where do I want to put it? Do I just want to stick it here? I think maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll just put it over here. And make like a horseshoe shape or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get to it, right? That's how it goes. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be good. Maybe. Come on. Do it faster. are we doing on... Okay, we're actually doing pretty good. We might be able to get a rail engine pretty quickly, actually. Trying to decide what I should collect next, if I should collect some more astronomium, whatever, or if I should get lithium so that I can make... Not lithium, what is it? Laterite. Laterite, so I can make a bunch of aluminum, so I'll be able to make pieces for the railway. I think that might be where I want to go with it. When you have to use your brain, but you don't have much. Okay, let's move this over a little bit. Let's put this on here. Okay, chill, nice. We got our bomb too, so let's go down and we'll collect some more of the astronaut goo one. And then we'll collect laterite while we're down there too. But I want to blow up that box. It's in the way, I don't like it. We'll definitely get a train running shortly. And then we can speed this process up of going down. Make it more streamlined, so it's easier to collect resources. I'll probably move the whole, the resource cave hole down to somewhere else, because I think that spot's kind of in the way a little bit. Whoops. Just gotta not drive off the side. One of these days I'll make little borders, edges, so that it blocks me from flying off the side, but not today, baby! For now, we'll just hope that we don't die, you know? Just go with the flow. Beg for not dying. Beg for... I was gonna say beg for death, but that's the opposite. Beg for not death. Okay, we're getting closer. I feel like there are only like a couple bugs in Astroneer that really like fucking piss me off. There's the bug where you can't take anything out of your backpack. There's the bug where there's just like an invisible box in the way. That it thinks there's something there, but there's nothing there. That's fucking annoying. And then when trucks fall through the ground. When trucks just like decide to go through the earth. That's the worst bug. I'm so terrified every time I drive this tractor around that like it's just gonna teleport through the ground. And I'm gonna be done. You know, it's gonna be over. Too close to the edge. Panic. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're safe. Okay, let's leave this here. Whoop. Want to not at all be scared of dying. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's fix our ground. And then we'll fix our tethers. Oh, fuck, I ran out of dirt. Let's see, there it is. It's like, I know it flew off into the sunset over here somewhere. Okay, I need a little bit more dirt to fix that ramp. Okay. Gotta be perfect. I'm a perfectionist with the stupidest things, you know? Now we can go down with our truck. I'm gonna empty my backpack a little bit. There's a lot of shit in here. I need an exo chip for the trade platform, but what else did I need for trade platform? I think it was like titanium and stuff. Stuff that I definitely don't have. That's okay, we'll get it. We'll get there. Just gotta not die. Whoops. Okay, doing great. At least this part's relaxing when I know I'm not gonna die suddenly, you know. Oops. Okay. Just gotta get one more backpack full, and then we'll be good to go back up. Come on. Okay, did it. Let's go. Oops, did I do this? Must have not realized. Oh well. Onwards. Man, driving trucks in that low gravity is so difficult. Really gotta get that train up and going. You can do it, little tractor. You can do it. Just get a little bit further where the gravity stops being fucked. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Like halfway there now. Maybe 1/3 of the way there. We'll be there. We'll get there. I think Monday is probably when I'll start like heavy job hunting. Job hunting sucks though. Like, no matter where you're at in life, it's just the worst. I don't know. I like job hunting like applying for jobs, interviewing, like the whole process in general is just garbage. It like, it's literally you're becoming a like object to be judged. And your worth is judged, and if you're worthy, then maybe you'll get a job, but if you're not, then you probably will not. And it's hard because, like, I don't know, it's very hard to collect enough information about a person upon your first meeting to be able to say, ah, yes, this is the good fit, this is the good person, especially when they're stressed and like scared and like, you know, panicked. So I don't know. Ugh. We'll see what happens. I really hate job interviews, though. I also really don't like showing my face. Even like my current job, nobody's seen my face. Wow. Hello. Just a little sunlight coming out, you know? But I like it that way. I'm happy with it that way. My coworkers don't bother me about it. Like, it's not a big thing. Like, it's fine. Nobody worries about it. It's nobody's concern, you know? And I like it that way, and I'm fine with it that way. Oops, threw that off the side. And so, like, I don't know. It's another day of having to exist in the human realm and look like a normal person. That's hard for me. I don't really like eyes on me, you know? Those judgmental faces staring back at you. Yeah, it's not my favorite. But I don't know, I guess that's part of life, is kind of like being treated like an object, you know? Your worth is defined by stupid stuff. But at least I'm not dead. Yay! I'm sorry, I'm just joking. It's just funny, like the amount that we go through to try to exist on a normal scale. Are you fucking titanium? Fuck. To be what people expect. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of funny to like look at it that way and to think about it that way. Just the idea that we're essentially like dressing ourselves up to be what we think people want us to be. But we're not at all that. We're just people, just existing, just doing our best. I don't know. I think part of it's too just I like feel like I'm not very good at showing my worth, you know? I'm very much more the type of person that you give me a project and then I like work on it for a bit and then I like can show it off, you know? But I'm not like a very showy person. So it's hard for me to really have the opportunity to show off what I do, and I also don't have confidence, so it's like I don't walk into an interview and I'm like, I'm the best person you've ever seen. Don't even bother interviewing anyone else. Yeah, I don't have that vibe. I walk into an interview and I'm like shaking and crying and I'm like just the most embarrassing blob of snot you've ever seen in your life. That's me in an interview. Doesn't go well, obviously. I would like to say at least I look cute doing it, but nope. Absolutely not. Don't fly off the edge. Don't fly off the edge. Nope, 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 nope. Don't do it. Don't do it. You back that ass up. Hell yeah. Saved. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be better. I'll be more confident. I'll be able to like show off my skills easily. Show everyone that I'm not like just a garbage human. But for right now, I can't do that. I haven't gained that skill yet. I'll keep trying though, you know? Gotta put in the effort where you can. even if you're not making much headway. One of my coworkers was like, "Hey, why don't you get your resume reviewed by a professional resume reviewer?" And I like didn't know what to say because I was like just horrified at the idea of somebody being like, "Oh, nobody's hiring you because your resume's garbage. You're garbage and your resume's garbage and everything about this is garbage." And I know that's not how it would go, but like my brain just was like, "Yes, let's not do this." So yeah, I don't know. I should probably do it, but you know, shoulda, woulda, coulda, you know? Is that car slowly moving towards me? Bitch, step back. About to isekai me into next year. Okay, let's do this. I want to be able to do more over here, so I need to create a turnaround point for my car. Let's see. Okay, now I just need to make a ramp, I guess? How do I make this not suck? You don't. You just suck. This isn't working the way I want it to. Oh, that didn't work either. Ah, panic, panic, panic. Let's just do this. We're gonna extend this out. Then maybe that'll work. Let's see. Nice. Okay. I know there's more laterite here. Come on. Okay. Now it's time we figure out a way up here. That feels too steep. I don't know. Is that too steep? There's nothing waiting to murder me, right? Okay, let's... Whoops, too hard, too much. It's fine, we can deal with this. We got this. Whoop. Okay. Now what? I was hoping there'd be like laterite like right here. It was wishful thinking. We'll just have to make our way downtown, walking fast as faces pass and we're homebound, you know? We're gonna go this way. Quartz. Sure I'll need quartz soon too, so might as well collect it. Get out of here. Okay, let's get rid of this asshole. Nope, nope, nope. Stay away from me. Fuck off. Okay, nice, chill. Good deals. Man, I wanted to find laterite just easily, like right chilling here waiting for me, but it's not happening. What should I do? What's this one? Can't remember if this thing disappears. It must. Well, launched it into the fucking space. I mean, I guess I could just collect a bunch of quartz, since it's right here, and I'm standing here. I guess I'll just do that. I don't want to search around too much, because we gotta end it soon. But I also don't want to go back empty-handed. Empty backpacked. Oops, missed. So much quartz. Wow. Okay. Now to figure out how to turn around. Actually, let's just make a turnaround area. You go over there. Nice. Okay. Pro moves. Honestly, the smartest person in the building right here. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Oh, there's fucking laterite up there. God damn it. I'm a genius. Oh well, that's okay. Okay, so we gotta put this in the smelter, and then we should be able to research anything we need right now. I think we should have enough stuff in the research chambers to like start packing on the points. So yeah, I'm feeling good about it. We're still alive. We've succeeded in surviving another day of playing. I don't know how fast I want to go, because I'm like worried if I try to rush it too much that I'll just eat shit and die. Which I don't really want to do. So, like, I think I want to focus on getting rail stations first. And then once I do that, I should be able to safely activate the like temple thingies on each planet. Because I do think rail stations are like the go-to like savior of the game. Like they definitely make things much easier and safer, in my opinion. So that's what I'm thinking is I just need to focus on that. Just toss it over there on the ground. Will you pick this up, actually? I don't even know if you will. Well, I'll put it there. We'll see what happens. You can go back on the front. You can come to me. Just gonna leave this sitting here. We're gonna get rid of this. Okay. We've done it. For now, I think that's where we're gonna end it. We've got plenty of time to not die another day. And I'm very happy that we survived. I don't know, every time I play I get so stressed because I'm like, I'm for sure gonna just, like I said, fall off a cliff or fall into a hole that I made and die, and that's the worst possible outcome, is just being my own cause of death. I feel like if it's like a monster kills me or something, it's like, yo, yeah, I should have avoided it, but like, oh, maybe it wasn't unavoidable. But like when it's my stupidity that kills me, it's like, oh, she was a dumb bitch. She was a dumb bitch. Like, what can I say? Who can I blame? So I'm glad that I didn't have to deal with that. But yeah, that's all for today. We will be streaming another day at some point. But yeah, thank you guys for chilling with me. Don't forget that if you want to watch the VODs, you can check my YouTube channel. There's a link somewhere down below. If you get a chance, you can subscribe if you want, or follow if you want, or do whatever. But I hope to see you guys again. Until then, I love you guys. Bye.